Everybody, I want to talk about fragrances that catfished me. What I mean by that is when I smelled them in the opening, I really liked the fragrance, and then when it dried down, I did not like it. So the first one is Pear Ink by Juliet Has a Gun. I finished the sample of that one because honestly, to me, it smelled like the Garnier Fructis pear shampoo that I used to use in high school. So when I sprayed it, I was like, oh, this is a nice juicy pear, fresh type of fragrance, and I liked the opening of it. And then maybe definitely after an hour, but I think even before that, it just kind of turned into musk, and I really wish the pear was just there the whole entire time. But hey, maybe that's just the way that my skin holds on to it, but I just was not a fan of the fragrance. And Juliet Has a Gun in general, at least all the samples that I have tried, are a big pass. I just am not really fond of any of their scents on me. But yeah, Pear Ink let me down. Love the opening on that though. Another one which is actually very popular. Where is it? Oh man, I lost it. I'm gonna use, no, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is Ultra Zest by Mugler. Okay, so if you saw my review, my first impression of that fragrance, I really liked it. I was like, oh wow, this is a bright, like a fresh orange creamsicle type of fragrance. But then, and I kind of wanted it to stay like that because I really, really love the opening of that scent. It made my eyes roll back. I was like, oh shit, this smells so nice. And especially with the warm weather I have around me, it was just like a perfect fit. But after about 2 hours, gosh, I don't really know what that smell was with the fragrance, but it no longer smelled orangey. I think there was maybe some musk in it, but I just was like, oh man. And on top of that, it really, like after 3 hours, I could not smell it on myself at all. So again, my skin did not hold to that fragrance. I heard it was discontinued though, which is unfortunate because I feel like it'd be something a lot of people enjoy. But for me, I did not like the whole entire wear of that fragrance. The first hour, I liked, I think in the very beginning, like the first 5 to 10 minutes of wearing that fragrance, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was like, oh man, this is my shit. And then just the longer it was going, I was like, I don't really care for this thing that much. So Ultra Zest Mugler. And lastly is going to be, where is it? This is 1969 by Histoire de Parfums. So the first time I sprayed this fragrance and when I actually gave it my first wear, I got some peach and chocolate, but the peach was kind of like this sour tart peach. And to be honest, I wasn't too crazy about it, but I liked it. It was doable, right? And I did receive a compliment on this fragrance within like the first 20 minutes. But then after that, it just like turned into this kind of dirty patchouli that I was not vibing with. So the patchouli that I like is in Désir Toxique by M. Micallef, which just has this really nice, like, it's dirty but sexy at the same time. But for me, the patchouli on this was just dirty. And if you don't know what patchouli is, it's kind of like this earthy sort of smell. Dirty, earthy sort of smell. So this fragrance is a pass for me. As you can tell, the bottle is pretty much still full. I've given this a couple wears, but it's nothing that I plan to reach for in the future to kind of retest, because there are just other things that have just superseded my expectations that I now wear in my rotation. And I will do an updated video at the end of February for my top 5s for February, because there's something up there now that wasn't there last month. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what fragrances kind of catfished you, where you smelled them in the opening, whether it was at a department store or a sample, and then the more you wore it, you're like, ah, shit. You know what I mean? But I hope you have a great day. Thank you for the love and support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.